Here I want to cover some of the digital measuring functionality on our manual ExactaCut. When I'm saying the manual ExactaCut, it's because we don't have a joystick that controls the left and right motion. Whenever we, let's say, have started the saw, went through a cut, stopped the saw, and reset the position. Right now, when it resets to a negative 0.35. That is the kerf thickness of the chain. And what it's also going to do is now going to measure the distance between cuts. What it doesn't know is, at this point, it doesn't know if we're moving left or moving right from the cut that we just made. The way that it knows that is from the initial motion. So if we were to cut from right to left, as soon as we start moving the saw from right to left, and then again, I forgot to release the lateral travel brake, makes it a lot easier to move. So moving from right to left, it knows, because I started that initial motion, it tells me it's measuring right to left. And yes, it's a positive value as I move from right to left. But for instance, let's say if I reset the encoder and now I moved left to right, because my initial motion was left to right, it's going to tell, yes, when measuring from left to right, this is the size of the board that is going to be cut if you make a cut where it is now. What I want to show you is, if, for instance, I'm actually trying to cut right to left, but I go to bump left to right, and then I start coming back and actually want to go right to left, it's going to still have left to right on the screen. And if I ignore that negative value and try to cut a 10-inch, and I try to cut a 10-inch unit of lumber, it's not going to be 10 inches. If I can get it to actually, sorry about that. Either way, it's going to be 2 times the kerf thickness off. So it's actually going to only cut a 9 3/8 unit of lumber right now, because I was actually moving right to left, but the PLC is thinking I was moving left to right. So whenever you see that negative value, when you are actually, when you go to cut a piece of lumber, don't cut it at that precise number. Pull out your tape measure, measure twice, and most likely you're going to have to add 3/4 of an inch, which is actually 0.70, 2 times the kerf thickness, in order for you to hit your mark. So anytime you see a negative number where you're actually trying to cut, measure twice, cut once. If anything, get up there, pull a tape measure, make a mark. If you're confident, hit that mark, maybe even just cut through one top notch of the lumber to make sure that you're going to hit that lumber and you're not going to be 3/4 of an inch off and cut something too short. Worst thing, if you cut it wrong on the first board, again, measure twice, cut once, but be aware of that negative number as being that something went wrong. So just wanted to make you guys aware.